Now next I want to add a little bit more, since this is a very purpley blue, it looks really pretty, but I want to add just a little bit more purple in there to give it even more depth. So I'm going to add Prismacolor Pencil Violet, and I'm going to go back over the perimeter just in certain spots to give it that depth, maybe just along the top. There. And again, I'm going to wet the blending stump, and I'm going to go ahead and in a circular motion I'm going to work some of that violet into my blue. And now with what's left on my blending stump, I'm going to go ahead and add just a little bit more to some of the other parts of the flower. You can go over that purple, that violet, and then just drag it around the flower. Now you can see I've got quite a bit more depth. And I'm going to blend my other one. Now if you like the way that looks and you want to add a little bit more, you can go back and add as much color as you want until it looks exactly the way you want it to look. I just added a little bit more violet there, and now I'm going to pull that color out and back into the petal of that flower, just like that. There. Now you can see my flowers have lots of depth. Next I'm going to blend my stems. And so I'm going to go ahead and clean that blending stump again and get any residue off of there. And it's okay to go ahead and clean it even when it's a little bit wet from the odorless mineral spirits. That won't hurt it. And adding a little bit more mineral spirits to the blending stump, I'm going to go ahead and just pull back and forth on that green to get it blended. Now if your blending stump ever starts to squeak on the paper, that means you have to re-wet it with more mineral spirits. You want to keep it fairly saturated. You don't want it to be too dry. It really won't blend well if it's too dry. All right, and now I'm going to add one more color to this because I want some more depth in there. So I'm going to add some brown. And the brown I've chosen is the Prismacolor pencil called Chocolate. I'm going to go down the stems just a little bit and leaves. See, I'm just adding a little bit of that chocolate here and there. And I'm also going to add just a little bit to the ground to make it look like dirt. And when I blend that green in there, it'll look like dirt and grass mixed together. Using the same side that I was using before, the green, I'm going to go ahead, re-wet the blending stump, and blend those colors together. Now this is a very basic way to color with odorless mineral spirits. There are more advanced techniques, and we'll get into some of those later on in another episode. But this is a great way to get started. Just blending a couple colors together. And to make the ground, I'm just going to use again a circular motion. And just pull some of that green down and blend the brown together. And you can see now I've got just a little patch of dirt and grass where my beautiful springtime irises are poking through. Today's card project is so quick and easy, and you'll be able to create it in minutes using the measurements below the screen. All I did was add a quick birthday greeting on a matted strip right across the center. I added a brad, and I popped my beautifully colored image right on top. Colored pencils and odorless mineral spirits is a quick, easy technique, and the results will make you feel like an artist.